There's like only one day called International Women's Day. Meanwhile, the other 364 days of the year are International Men's Day anyway. I mean, can we be real? Men don't need a special day to think of the same things they've always been thinking about. And that's hair, boobies, ass, and pussy. If you liked that joke, then type sexiest pun in the comments. Make sure you type the word sexiest properly. Otherwise, it'll look like you typed sexist pun. You see there's an extra E in sexiest pun, because that's something many of us like, and we want more of it. Only type sexist pun if you're being your true authentic self and giving your honest opinion about that joke. Wait, this is International Men's Day. Should I be doing this? Amen, I suppose. My video for International Women's Day was a spur-of-the-moment creation, because it was all about answering the call of an artsy challenge. It was about creating one original character. Only one character per participant was allowed, but I made 4 characters, and all of them are women. I set up a vote, and 1 out of 4 of the characters won, and that was my entry into the artsy challenge. Then I thought, what if I made a tiny video for International Men's Day for fun? Those of you who are RWBY fans, or ex-RWBY fans, might like this. RWBY is an animated series where characters have been taken from classic literature, and a whole new story was made with them. One classic is that of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. The baby bear was taken out of context, he was given the name Junior, and he was drawn to look like a man, not a baby bear. He was also the owner of a club called Juniors, and he had henchmen. The RWBY fans already know what happened with the Goldilocks character, so I'm not going to mention any more of her. Here's the thing, I'm not a RWBY fan. I'm not saying I hate the series, I was just never that into it. I only know so much of it because a lot of fans like to talk about it. In fact, I'm so not a RWBY fan that I don't even know if the company actually made characters of the Mama Bear and Papa Bear. And I thought, I want to have some fun making those characters myself. As established, Junior isn't a baby bear. He's an adult human male. He owns a bar and dance club. And he has henchmen. Clearly, Papa Bear has to follow the same guidelines, and he does. Look at him! He's so pretty! His style is so different from Junior's. That's a mix of cowboy, lumberjack, hunter, mountain man. You couldn't expect me to make a character derived from the Papa Bear and not make him look like this, could you? Oh yeah, his name is Paw. And his club is more rustic. Very log cabin-ish, except bigger. And he probably commissions a few sculptors to make sculptures of various Grimm to decorate his club with, to show off he's that damn good of a hunter. Because don't the Grimm turn into dust as soon as they're killed? And his club is called Paws. Paws' henchmen are a bunch of classy broads dressed in fur shrugs. And that's not faux fur. That's real animal fur. Because if Paws' aesthetic includes a fur coat, so should his henchmen. He calls his henchmen his girls, regardless of how old they get. Next is Mama Bear. I focused on one syllable of that name, and continued with the guidelines, and made Ma, an adult human male. That's not really his mouth, that's a mask he's wearing, decorated to look like a bear's gaping maw. I thought maybe I should have put bear traps at the end of his chain, but for some reason I liked the combination ulu and anchor aesthetic more. Maybe his semblance is creating a gigantic maw bear trap, and snap! His henchmen are still men. Also with masks, but they're not as decorated as Ma's. Don't get the wrong idea! Ma's club is cyberpunk themed. Neon lights, black lights. Actually all the colorful neon stuff you'd typically find in the 1980s aesthetic. And that's it! That's Ma's club. Wait a minute. It's cyberpunk, plus neon lights, plus black lights, plus saturated color aesthetic of the 1980s, plus metal stuff, as in cars and motorbikes, plus lots of black. Nothing gross! And his club is called Ma's. All 3 of these characters are brothers. Pa is the oldest, Junior is the youngest, while Ma is the middle child. I'd like to think that in their youth, their parents raised them to be combination criminals and hunters that kill Grimm. While Ma and Pa excelled, Junior could only do the crime. He wasn't that good of a hunter. When Junior became a man, he struck out on his own and built a club. Ma and Pa found out, and they copied him. There you have it. 2 manly men added to the rooster of characters that Rooster Teeth probably will not put in their Ruby show. Mostly because I don't work for them. But I still had fun making these. Pa's my favorite.